Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to TTVNEWS some latest events in the province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the context of recently complicated developments of COVID-19 epidemic, that each citizen heighten the sense of responsibility for themselves, for the community will actively contribute to achieving high results in the anti-epidemic work. It also to share difficulties and dangers with those who are working around the clock at the front lines of the COVID-19 anti-epidemic battle.
TayNinhTV still has to deal with a very high risk of infection from the outside through people entering or illegally crossing the border through the jails or open ways. Therefore, more than ever, people need to raise their vigilance and focus on epidemic prevention and control. In official dispatch number 435, TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee has determined that it will continuously focus on drastically implementing synchronous measures to prevent COVID-19 epidemic in the province. Localities are actively coordinating with the health sector to receive information from people for 24 per 24 hours, actively list, review, take samples and perform SARS-CoV-2 testing for people returning from Cẩm Giàng District, Hải Dương Province, and members in their family thoroughly monitoring their health according to regulations. With the highest determination of each citizen, how do we keep the resource against the epidemic, creating a driving force for the socio-economic development of the country in general and the province in particular? It also creates an environment for investment in production and life stabilization. It is a practical and responsible action of everyone and our families, whereby we can sort out things and share with the forces that have been participating in epidemic prevention. The inadvertent lack of awareness of any individual or the negligence, irresponsibility of some units can affect the long-standing efforts of the whole system, even which the whole society pay a heavy price.
In the process of preparing for the election of deputy to the 15th National Assembly and People Council at all levels for the term of 2021-2026, the voter listing is one of the important contents. The listing and posting of the electoral roll is scheduled on April 13, 2021, 14 days before the polling day. At the second session of the Provincial Election Commission, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, Chairman of the Provincial Election Commission, entrusted the Department of Interior Affairs and the Voter Subcommittee, and thoroughly review, make a strict and accurate electoral roll.
According to the report of the Provincial People's Council, as of December 31, 2020, the population of the whole TayNinhTV province is 1,178,329 people. According to the preliminary estimate, it is expected to have 903,441 voters as of May 23, 2021. The electoral roll is made by the commune level People's Committees for each polling station. The number of voters at the polling place. The number of voters at a polling place must not exceed 4,000. The list of voters must be posted at the headquarters of the commune level People's Committee and at public places of the voting posts no later than April 13, 2021. 40 days before the polling day, and also widely announce the electoral roll and the posting for the people to track. As tracking the electoral roll, if it detects any mistake within 25 days from the date of posting, everyone has the right to make a complaint verbally or in writing to the agency making the voter list. In recent years, farmers in the province have actually converted inefficient crops to rotaries, gradually forming concentrated production areas. This is a new direction to contribute to improving productivity and value of agricultural products, increasing income for local people. By the end of 2020, the total area of root trees in the province was about 23,300 hectares, with a number of root trees with quite large cultivated area. taking advantage of the local strength in land to develop concentrated routes, increasing income and gradually building product range for the locality are the goals that TayNinhTV province is aiming for. In the last time, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development has actively instructed and supported businesses and farmers to reduce the planting area costs for agricultural products exported to China, including 95 growing areas and 21 establishments of root packaging, deployed for 90 households with an area of more than 100,000 hectares to apply cables traceability software, supported 5 establishments to be granted QR codes and traceability stamp to meet both domestic consumption and export, contributing to creating a driving force for agricultural development. Phuoc Vinh commune, one of 2 communes of Châu Thành district, is completing documents to be recognized as meeting the new style rural standards. One of the highlights that Phuoc Vinh commune successfully performed is the traffic criterion. Previously, there were 254 roads in Phuoc Vinh commune, while the budget allocated for new rural construction was limited, so it was for to reselect, reducing to 55 routes to focus on construction investment and upgrading according to new style rural criteria. In 2020, Phuoc Vinh commune has urgently concentrated on resources to implement traffic criteria. The internal road of Phuoc Vinh commune and the road from the center of commune to the district road of Châu Thành have been asphalted or concreted, ensuring convenient circulation of cars on year-round. The infill main access traffic roads ensure convenient transport of agricultural products on year-round. With 10 routes, a total length of nearly 10 kilometers, is also interested in investing in the new style rural standards. In 2020, Farmers Association at 10 levels across TayNinhTV province continue to innovate and improve activities of consultancy, support vocational training for members, creating favorable conditions for members and farmers to develop production and business. By the end of 2020, the support fund of the Central Farmers Association interested in TayNinhTV province was 12.8 billion Vietnam dong. The capital of the provincial association was 14.7 billion Vietnam dong. The growth in last year was over 4.4 billion Vietnam dong. Last year, TayNinhTV Farmers Association also cooperated with the Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development to facilitate more than 30,800 households in borrowing over 2,300 billion Vietnam dong in order to develop livestock production. The associations at 10 levels also coordinated to organize 102 short-term vocational training classes for rural workers with the attendance of nearly 3,000 members and farmers. As a result, more than 1,300 members and farmers had stable jobs after taking vocational classes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the Lunar New Year holiday, the state currency have returned to work. Many people have come to contact transactions at the grassroots administrative units. It's worth noting that the administrative procedure reform has been implemented quickly and seriously from the beginning of the year in many units, and the people have been quite satisfied with this.
This is the Department of Receiving and Returning the Results of Administrative Procedures in Hoa Town, opening at 7:30 a.m. for citizens to make transactions on the first day of the year. This department is referred to as the one-stop shop. This is the result of learning the model of the Public Administration Center of TayNinhTV province. Thereby, it has helped people save a lot of time and effort as contacting the implementation of administrative procedures. When people come to make transactions, they are instructed quickly by the staff as well as electronic boards in a cool and airy speed. I repair my house ownership certificate. I am very satisfied as being instructed for quick implementation by staff. During the first working days of the year, the People's Committee of Hoa Town received some positive feedback from the people. We have sought the urgent administrative procedures of citizens. In addition, the staff in the Onestop shop department also ensure to timely handle. In the last time, Yumanchou District Police has organized mobile posts to receive documents to make identity cards with electronic chips in all communes and towns in the district. On the first day of the new year, many people came to be instructed and recorded at mobile posts and express their satisfaction. It is very convenient for people to make identity cards at the commune, and it took about 30 minutes. I'm quite satisfied. Due to the sharp increase in the need for local citizenship identification, the leader of the La Commune People's Committee has instructed the officials in charge to work at full capacity to serve transactions related to identity documents and other transactions for people. At the People's Committee of Ward 2, TayNinhTV City, people who come to make transactions have been served in the spirit of no appointment date on Wednesday and no writing day on Friday weekly. With the spirit of administrative procedure reform, no appointment day means that the Ward People's Committee will try to resolve on the people's files within the same day without appointment to the next day. When people come to make transactions on no writing date, the officials in charge will guard and help them write records if they request. The people's satisfaction is a reflection of the results of the administrative procedure reform of the units. It is worth noting that many agencies and units have been making more efforts to improve efficiency in serving the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's news. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.